Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to 443rd meeting of Sarjapura Road Toastmasters Club. Toastmasters provide a supportive and positive learning experience where the members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, thus resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With that in mind, today's theme is personal finance. And I wanted to narrate a story about it. This story is about two friends, Raju and Kaju. And Raju saw his friend Kaju, in spite of earning less than for quite few decades, still has a lot more than him in the form of a good house, good cars, and various other facilities. Raju, because of which, was definitely jealous of Kaju and inquired about why is this so. To which Kaju replied he invested heavily on diversified financial instruments. From Kaju's perspective, it's different varieties of Kaju. And all the things compounded over the years. And just right now he's just reaping all the benefits. Raju, realizing this, he realized his imprudential ways of handling his finances and realized because of that he is poorer than him. Don't be like Raju. And to this, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Balaji, will talk a lot more about it. Coming back to Toastmasters, there are a few ground rules that we all follow. First, no, please refrain from talking when someone is speaking or the meeting is ongoing. Second, please keep your mobile phones in silent. And I can give seconds for that. And finally, please avoid any talk about sex, politics, and religion. The club's mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience where its members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, thus resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. More or less identical to our Toastmasters mission. With this, I would like to hand over the meeting to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Chennai.
Good morning all.
Good morning.
I hope everyone had their breakfast.
Yes.
What do you guys had? Poha, dosa, idli,
Chapati.
wow.
Sarjapura.
Yes. Apples. Too healthy. Oh, now just because Arnav didn't had anything, just because he is very much ready for something that is great that is coming here. Poha. Oh, you Miss I think the row who is sitting here, they are more of a health conscious. Good. So I will just let you know what Toastmaster is all about. Toastmaster is a platform where anyone can come and improve their communication and leadership skill. So Toastmaster has been started. Anyone knows which year Toastmaster was started? So it's been 100 years. So that shows that everyone here present are ready to help each other. So that's why, and our club, you might know the number 443. So it's been 10 years that Sarjapura Road Toastmaster has been up and running. When I saw the recording, when I was just searching in YouTube how Sarjapura Road Toastmaster used to be, and I saw none of the members whom I am seeing now, they are there. But the club is still running. It's just that people progresses and then everyone moves ahead in life. So that's how we should be. And this is the place I think they started initially. So a few of the recordings, if you guys want to see, it's available from here. So I would like to ensure that everyone makes best use of their time here. And I hope you would like to introduce yourself. What brought you in the second discussion, my second meeting? Because I remember Deepika and you were available, right? Would you like to introduce yourself just because a few of the members are new here?
Yeah, so guys, my name is Deepika Rathore and last week I came here and I literally like the way people are trying to talk and growing and pushing each other to support. And I definitely like all these things. So in this week I came here too, and I also want to like Chandra, like how she speaks confidently. When she said good morning, everyone responds good morning. So I really like her presence. So yeah, I'm inspired from everyone.
Deepika?
Yeah, I do like the meetings and the topics of discussion over here. So that increase my general knowledge also. And basically, last time also I told that I want to improve my self-confidence. So that's why I'm continuing.
So, as everyone might be knowing what's the theme for the day, it's personal finance. I think everyone might be curious what we can hear from our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Balaji. Just because everyone I think is not that great, there is always a room for improvement. So, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Balaji. He has been in Bangalore for the past 10 years and he is software professional and he loves listening to music and watching movies. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Balaji on the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandra. Back in school, I used to love physics and maths, and I took the engineering career. After a few years after completing college, I started as a software engineer. I was doing coding and design, all that stuff. After a few years, getting bored, I wanted to find. I was a good student. I always wanted to really learn something. So somehow I got interested towards finance. I don't remember exactly how, but probably because of its alignment with mathematics. Finance requires a lot of maths. So my school interest kind of inspired me to get back into learning something that I would enjoy. And as I started learning more about finance, there are, like any subject, there are different specializations within finance. You talk about corporate finance, capital markets, quantitative finance, personal finance, right? So many things. So personal finance is something that we are all connected to, and it's good to, it's prudent to start learning about personal finance early in your career when you start earning money. Interestingly, even though I was reading about finance and all this, I was always uninterested to unorganized about managing my money. I was very lazy to even check my bank statements. So during my initial, probably first 10 years of my career, I used to give my money to my dad, and we used to deposit land, savings account, fixed deposits, or buy some property. But looking back, those days, that was giving good returns. Bank interest rates were good, fixed deposits, or some property. But looking now, with inflation and tax policies, your money won't grow if you put in that. I think after a few years, it will become less. So I think there are many simpler, more easier ways to invest your money, save your money in the current times. So we'll talk more about it as we go through it. And today, to run the evaluation section, we have our general evaluator here today. He is currently serving as president of Capgemini Toastmasters Club, working as aerospace technical author, Toastmaster by mind, Scoutmaster by heart, ambivert and Nimelavan. Loves to cook, eat and travel. Please join me in welcoming Bala Vignesh, who is playing the role of the evaluator. Please. Thank you.
So good morning all. It's very happy to see many people here on Saturday morning. To be honest, this is my first Toastmaster meeting, which is totally offline. So I'm also a little bit nervous. So to start with, I have taken the role of general evaluator today, so I will be evaluating the whole meeting today. So I've already started evaluating, but it's a pretty big task. So I have my small team called the CAT team. CAT T for timer, A for accounter, and G for manager. So we start with our timer, Toastmaster Pramod. He's from Endur, currently working in Bangalore as software engineer in Nucleonics. He joined the group to improve his communication skills and to be more confident. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Balaji. Good morning, everyone. I will be I'll be timer for today's session, and as a timer, I will be timing all the formal speeches, table topic speeches, and the evaluations. To convey the passage of time, I'll be using 3 of these cards in the following sequence: green, then yellow, and finally the red. For formal speeches, the time range is from 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll be showing the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. For table topics, the time range is from 1 minute to 2 minutes, but all the members can talk till 2.5 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll be showing the green card. At 1.5 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. For evaluations, the time range is between 2 to 3 minutes, and at 2 minutes, I'll be showing the green card again, and at 2.5 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card, and finally, at 3 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. At the end of our session, I will be presenting my report. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Prabhu. Since you are taking the role of manager, please.
Okay. Good morning again, and I will be taking the role of grammarian today. As a grammarian, I will carefully listen to every speaker and note down any interesting uses of their phrases as well as any mistakes that they commit. At the end of our meeting, I will be presenting that report. In addition, as a grammarian, I will also present the word of the day, which is Udana, which means which essentially means acting with or showing care and thought for the future. For example, making prudential financial decisions in your 20s can set you up for life. And I see that Toastmaster Balaji has already used that word. And to be honest, I heard it from some, I think ICICI's Prudential Life Plan or something. So that's why I wanted to use it. That's the topic. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for taking this. Next, we have our founder, Toastmaster Chanda. Chanda loves to interact with new people and know more about them. She likes to surprise her friends by letting them know about their personality using handwriting and systems. Over to you.
Thank you. Pause a little bit, whether it's live, driving, or speaking. A pause used at the right time and at the right place will increase your speed or your fluency, or pump up the air of confidence in the bubble of your life. But unnecessary pauses will reduce clarity in almost every aspect of life. They say life is all about learning, but learning comes from making mistakes. And when you make mistakes, you need someone to correct you. So I am here. So today I am taking up the role of accountant, and my job is to note down words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will be listening for words and keep a count of inappropriate expressions such as well, so, you know, but, I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, this means. It is also known as a double crutch. I will also note the long pauses used by the speaker, and I will be back with my report when called upon by the general evaluated Toastmaster Balaji.
Thank you. So this is my introduction to my team. I'll be back in the evaluation section when the team will calls me. Over to you, Toastmaster Balaji.
Thank you, Mr. Bala. Back in school, we all learned the formula for calculating compounding interest. Does do any of you remember? No? I'm sure. At least.
Principal multiplied by 1 plus
R.
R by 100
R by 100.
Go to power another 1 plus R by 100.
Thank you. So, compound interest, there is a nice quote about it. Einstein, he said, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who knows it, they will earn it. He who doesn't know it, they will pay it. Right. So, very interesting. Compounding interest is something that's very, very important in the world of personal finance. What is personal finance? It's about planning your money, planning your finances, just being a little bit organized about it, right? I mean, anything, for example, your studies, career, you put some thoughts into it, you plan, where do you want to be after a few years. So that's exactly what you need to do with personal finance as well. It's about planning your insurance, planning your retirement by saving in PF, NPS and things like that, taking loans for home, vehicle, whatever, and saving money for long-term growth, planning for kids' education and so on. So there are, as I said earlier, in the olden days there were very few popular ways of planning your finances, and people used to just stick to bank or just invest in property. Now there are so many other vehicles, investment vehicles available. So we'll talk more about those. Some of those include stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, PF, NPS, insurance plans, and there are many more. We'll go into those in detail. Now coming back to our today's meeting. Our meeting is organized into 3 sections. The first one starts with prepared speeches, then the table topics, and finally the evaluations, which is led by Toastmaster Balaji. So for today's speech, Toastmaster Chanda will be the evaluator for the prepared speech. I would like to invite Toastmaster Chanda to come and explain the objectives of prepared speech 1. To introduce Toastmaster Chanda, she is a member of this club around probably 6 months, but she is like the most active member of this club. She takes care of running the weekly meetings, either online or offline. And says she is currently the strength of this club and energy for this club. Please welcome Toastmaster Chanda.
Good morning all. Once again, I am here. So today my target speaker is attempting his L1 P2 speech, writing a speech with purpose. And the pathway he is enrolled into is presentation mastery. And the purpose of the speech is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present as a well-organized speech on any topic. And my speaker is attempting. So his speech title is "The Clock is Ticking." And I would say all the best to my target speaker, Toastmaster Arnab, and I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Balaji.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Our speaker for today is Arnav. Arnav has joined this club again, I think around 6 months, I think. He is an aspirant of further education He wants to do his MBA. He has graduated from IIT, and he wants to improve his communication and leadership skills. That's why he joined Toastmasters Club. I would like to now welcome Toastmaster Arnav to come and give his speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Balaji. So, I'll start now. Time is such a peculiar thing. It seems to run past us whenever we are in moments of joy, and it seems to stop whenever we are waiting. But it has this unique ability to make us pause, to make us realize of how fleeting it truly is. So, one of the most influential people in my life, that was my grandmother, recently passed away. That's when I realized how fleeting truly time is. She was truly the heart of our family. Unlike many of you, I never got the chance to meet my grandfather. He had passed away in 1972, and even my father does not have that many memories of interacting with him. So my grandmother had to play the role of both a mother and a father to her sons, and because of that, she had to become a lot resilient and disciplined because of that. So you could see from her interactions with us and all of my family members also how she carried herself and what kind of discipline she used in her life. Dari was strict, really strict. She was hardworking, fiercely determined, and always striving to bring the best out of everyone in her immediate neighborhood. Beneath her stern demeanor was a lot of love and care for us. From the day I was born to the day I went off to college, she was always looking out for me, guiding me, and scolding me whenever needed. Hidden within those years were countless memories. She used to make a dish called, it was a fish curry called masar jaldi. It is still at the top of my list of the best meals to have for me whenever I am at home. I can tell you a funny story also. My mom used to come back home around 7, and my father also used to come around at that time. And my grandmother would go for a temple visit on Mondays and Thursdays. So whenever she used to go around 3, and she used to reach the temple doorstep, and then she used to realize that did I turn the gas off and did I turn the iron off? And she would be so scared of burning the house down that she would run back around 2 to 3 kilometers just to check if she has burned the house down or not, and then she would go back again to the temple. Such was my grandmother, and even in the evenings I used to share a lot of memories with her. I used to watch a lot of serials with her, all the color. There was a channel like Colors, and there are many serials like Balika Vidhu and everything. I used to see all of those serials with her, and even the commentaries she used to give with the serials was even more entertaining than the serials itself. So that was my life before going to college. But then came the time to leave for college, and my visits to home became less frequent. But every spring and winter break, I used to come to my home, and that's when I started to see her health kind of decline. Because I still come home for 4 months, and she used to be a lot more sicker than she used to be, but she would always bounce back. She used to always recover from an illness and then be able to be the same Dadi again that I used to. So as life went on, in recent years, the demands of work, social obligations, and even the lure of Netflix made me, not be able to call my parents or my family members not that often. So our phone calls grew shorter, and our phone calls used to be squeezed between tasks that I deemed more important, And yet every time I called her, her voice would be filled with joy and love. and I used to like calling her alone. But some days ago, like around 2 months ago, my father called me and said that my daddy had a fever. So I thought she will, of course, recover because that's what she had always done. But each subsequent phone call with my dad, the situation got worse and worse. And after some 1 or 2 weeks after that, he told me that my daddy had only a week to live, and that's when I felt a sort of grief coming over me, because I had been postponing. I last seen my daddy around 6 months ago, and I had been postponing a visit, assuming that I had just more time. And so I quickly booked a plane and then reached Guwahati the next day. And as I saw her in the ICU, she was there, laying there, but I realized she was not the same person that I used to know. Like the last time I seen her after a long break, like it was in 2019, she she was staying with my father's elder brother. So she was not able to visit me during my spring break. So when I came during my winter break, she sat beside me and just held my hands and was just rubbing my hands for a long time, just here. She did not even speak anything. She was just holding my hands. But this time, there was none of those things. She was just laying there in the ICU, and I wasn't even sure when I was calling out to her if she could hear me. And then the dreaded moment came. My daddy passed away after a week or so. And a few weeks later, I found myself sitting in a room with the clock on her wall ticking slowly. I had not even noticed the sound of the clock because of all the rituals and all the family gatherings that were happening in my house that day. And I saw all of her chairs, her books, and her clothes were folded neatly inside a corner. But she wasn't there. She had left us. In that moment, the weight of all those missed calls and the postponed visits hit me hard. I thought back to the last conversation. It was a very brief conversation, and I had promised her to call her back again. But that again never came. Fellow Toastmasters, the clock is ticking, not just on our lives, but on the lives of those people that we love. We can convince ourselves that we have more time, and there is always another chance. But as I painfully learned, those chances are not guaranteed. Today I am to leave you with this. Make the call, send the text, book the visit. It does not have to be a grand gesture. It's about showing up, being present, and cherishing the time that we still have together. I came to Bangalore to be able to afford a better living and build a future. But what use is that money or success if we lose what we are actually striving for? As I try to grapple with the fact that I was not with my grandmother during those last moments, I'm trying my best to keep her memory alive. This speech, in its small way, is my way of a tribute to her. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arnav. The speech was really touching. I went back to memories of my times with my grandmother. I'm sure that many of us can relate. Thank you for the great speech. Now, going back to the theme of today's meeting, personal finances. So, what are some easy and simple ways of managing our money these days? One thing I found something very simple. I being lazy, I want a simple way to manage money. So that's mutual funds. And even in mutual funds, right, without taking too much risk, there are simple ways. That's called systematic investment plan. I'm sure that many of you know. Can somebody tell me a bit about SIP? Please.
So it's like a paying in advance, and it's legal in long term.
Great. Yeah. Thank you. So generally for investment, if you have a lot of lump sum money, you can invest in a property or a stock or mutual fund, whatever. Right? But most of us, I think most of us, I'm assuming, are employees, and we don't have that lump sum money. We keep getting salary, and we spend on some of our requirements, and we are left with some money at the end of the month. So what do you do with that money? So you have those monthly small savings, which you want to put somewhere so that they will grow in the long run. So that is how SIP would help many of the employee population. So you can keep investing whatever small, it could be as small as 3,000, 5,000. If you have more money, 25, 50. You keep investing in any of the mutual funds that, depending on your risk appetite. Risk and reward, they go hand in hand. If you take more risk, there is more reward. So depending on how many years you have left towards your retirement, you can take more risk. So once you start an SIP by filling in whatever details on one of the online portals, that is like an automated. You don't have to do anything. It goes like you start an SIP, say for 3 years, 5 years. They keep deducting money from your bank account directly and investing whatever mutual fund you serve. So that's a very easy way. It's like a one-time effort, and it will take care of you. And you can check your account maybe once every quarter and see how it's doing. Then you have something called ETF. Can someone tell me what's an ETF?
It's an exchange traded fund, basically you can index funds from the markets, not just index fund, any kind of funds in the stock market itself, without buying the mutual funds. You can trade it in the exchange.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. So mutual funds are basically managed by some fund houses, right? And they collect money from a lot of investors, and they take that money and buy, say, bonds or stocks or different. There are different categories of mutual funds. Government has set some rules and policies on how the mutual fund should be managed. So there are different categories of mutual funds, and each has its own risk. So there are things like blue chip funds, small cap funds, big cap funds, multi cap funds, right? Flexi cap. There are so many funds, debt funds. Right? So there are different types of funds, and they also incur some fee, right? For investing or managing that fund, they take some fee from you. Typically, it is anywhere between 0.5 to 1%, right? Depending again on the fund. Now, this is where ETFs come into picture with slightly more profits or more returns. ETFs are traded directly on the exchanges, and they have very small, expense ratio, right? They charge very small fees, and you can buy them just like any stock, right? And there are, if you go onto internet and search for there are very nice videos on how you can invest in ETFs with very good returns. There are good strategies out there. So using ETFs, you can also invest in gold. You don't have to go to market and buy physical gold. Right? There are gold ETFs, silver ETFs. So it's as good as buying, the metal. Right? If you buy gold, you have to take a locker in some bank, and you have to keep it there for safety and so on. But with ETFs, which track commodities like metal, gold, silver, etc., you can maintain them in your own investment account. Right? You can check online whenever you want, and you can encash them whenever you want very quickly. So these are a few things about investments. Before we go on to other topics within personal finance, let's start
the next section of our meeting is the table topic section. So to help with the table topics, today's I would like to welcome today's table topic master, Chanda, Toastmaster Chanda.
Thank you. So I would like Ms. IC to guests who have not introduced themselves. So would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, Madhav here. I have attended the Toastmasters club earlier I was a member 4 years back. I wanted to start my Toastmasters journey. I went there. Then I just was googling and I kind of remember that as Toastmasters club in Sarjapura, but in COVID times I think it stopped. So I was not sure whether it's active or not. So I went online, I searched up, and I found that it's very close to my house as well. So I thought I'd restart my Toastmasters journey by coming as a guest here for a few weeks, and then I'm sure I think I'll become a member again more active.
Yep.
Looking forward to that.
Thank you, Dr.
Hi, all. I am Rekha. So I want to improve my communication skills and my leadership skills. And yes, I also I'm basically his wife. So I had gone to the same Corona Toastmasters club the last time, 2 weeks back. And today we wanted to explore such a
Welcome. Deepak, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. My name is Deepak. I have a foreign living Sarjapura near my house. I have been coming to this Toastmaster as a guest after a while.
Welcome back. Who would like to? So I think everyone is aware what's table topic, but just to reiterate, it's mainly just because now you saw Arnav has prepared, rehearsed, ensure that he connects with his mentor and get it feedback and then deliver on the street. But just because few people are very, they think whether I will be able to deliver or not. So the chance is for you guys. The stage is all yours for 2.5 minutes. Whatever you want, your thought, you can put it into words and deliver it. So don't think what other people will be thinking. So I will be giving any topic to you guys. So it will be mainly related to our theme only. And then you have to speak, if you want, you can take 10 seconds to just think about it, what you want to speak about, and then you can deliver your speech. Okay? Who would like to come first? So, imagine if you were given the power to erase one financial mistake that you have made in your past, what would it be and why?
Thank you, Toastmaster Chanda. I think one mistake, if I look back, I would like to improve, correct is starting early. I haven't, as I said in my last speech, I was unorganized and not thoughtful about managing my finances well, the early part of my career. Say up to 10 to 15 years, I was kind of ignorant. I was just depending on my father to take care of finances. Probably I should have been more proactive and thoughtful about managing my own finances in a better way. I mean, my father did a great job, actually, but I think myself should have taken the responsibility. I would have done it.
It's never too late to start. So I think you are in a good place, and as you are educating everyone of personal finance, then I think you have already taken care of few of the things that is need to be taken care of. So moving on to the next one, who would like to come? Raghav, would you like, just because you are coming after so many breaks? Are you into any sports? Okay. So, if saving money was a sport, what would your ranking be and why?
Interesting topic. So I think if I have to go a cricket example. So I think saving, since I am, like I echo your thought, I didn't have the knowledge. No, I'm not that experienced in corporate, but I didn't have the knowledge. But my father was all kind of facilitating me how to invest. So he's been taking care of that. I am also putting input. So I think that way, if I had to rank, I would say number one would be mutual funds. Easier answer because it's safest, it's easy on the heart because you don't lose too much money like Sam nothing. Number two would be actually what I have gained a lot is investment in real estate. If you have some money, savings, extra money, you don't know what to do, what invest it in a flat, invest it in some real estate. I wouldn't prefer gold personally because I'm not too much into that, but something which can grow. And you are seeing Bangalore, right? How many this road itself 3 months back, I don't think I saw one apartment. Something has come up here. So there's always good opportunity for you. If you are not staying in a place, you can get rent. So you earn money month on month with your salary. So that helps. And I think we have to do top three. Third would be SaaS of trusted companies. Like for my example, in my investment portfolio, which I have invested a good amount of money in Infosys. They're a company which is doing good, stable, despite the market trends, global, what's happening with, let's say, Ukraine, Russia war, or Trump coming back to power, all sort of factors. Infosys is spending, doing pretty stable and getting good returns. In fact, I get interest on investment every quarter, around 10,000 rupees. So it's like extra saving for me. So think in that order. And of course, all this, as a disclaimer to it, it's about appetite. How much money can you save? One, how much risk do you want to take? Two, and most importantly, how much are you invested in? Not only financially, emotionally as well. Because you want to spend money, you want to travel the world, but you want to keep money for emergencies, medical emergencies. So all that planning has to be done. And I don't think you need a portfolio manager as such. It's more simple way to do it. And I think such topics we can get more information as well because everybody should save. You should not regret later on in life. Oh, I had that much money, but I squandered it by partying or by traveling the world. I can't save my father or some other relative who's in hospital later on. I don't think anyone should go through that. It's not something you do, but I think yeah, this is the top three if you ask me. Thank you.
I think we are, at least to me personally, I felt when I heard he is not the one who is taking just the topic, it's just that I felt it's more of a prepared speech. It was well. So, and the way he is connected cricket to the top three ranking, which he has already done. It's not something which he is speaking about, something from somewhere which he has read. He has already done it and it was his experience. So that's when we experience things, that's when we will. So I have only, I think SIP and PPF is what I have, nothing much. So, Anshika, would you like to talk? I have an interesting topic for you. So, if you have just been made the Minister of Finance for India, what's the first financial policy you would implement? Just because you are the homemaker, so that's why I gave you this topic. So, if money grew on trees, how would the world change?
If the money would grow like through the fruits and vegetables and things like we will not have importance of money. Because we need to save money before spending it. We should plan our savings, our budgets and all. Otherwise, everybody would be using money as like anything. Thank you.
Volunteers? If you don't take up, I will for sure call you. So.
Deepika raising the hand.
Okay. Okay. Do you love travel? Oh. Okay. Describe your dream budget vacation where you would spend the least amount of money but have the most fun.
Actually, I'm a kind of a traveler who loves traveling on mountains more than the beaches. And the second thing, I like temples, old temples where we have that spiritual vibes. So, if we want to travel in a less budget, then I think you should travel, the holy places as such, because the India is about the holy places, and it's literally very beautiful. And don't just take off, we wanted to have beautiful pictures, so we are going to spiritual places. Don't go there for the pictures. You have to sense the vibe of that place, because I've been there. I can share my personal experience. Like in Vrindavan, the experience of the whole city is on another level. If you meet the people there, you can see the people call each other by, all the girls that Radhe. They say always Radhe, and they are, calling each other with very respect. So I like the city most. And the other thing I like treks, mountains. Mountains are like very good experience. Like if you track for 3 kilometers up to the hills, the feeling of satisfaction you have you have traveled, you have actually actually you are walking, 45-degree angle. So that energy you felt, it's very nice. The view you see, it's very nice. But on beaches, I don't feel it's very nice because the water all is dirty and smelly areas, and I don't like the smelly, and sand is also I don't like. So there are many things I don't like about the beaches, but yeah, the mountains are very nice experiences, and the spiritual wise, peaceful things like that. Thank you.
I think the mountains and spiritual places mostly are connected. If we move towards the north, most of the trekking part can also be covered. And once you are place, right, you will not think about anything like negative vibes will all be gone away. It's just that the positive feeling that I have been planning for so many days and now I have reached. Let's just chill and relax there. So I think that I will take away. I'm giving you one special power. I don't think your husband will be giving that. So, if you can spend, if you would only spend money on 3 things for the rest of your life, what would they be?
Okay. First thing that I would spend on is definitely food. And when I say food, I mean everything, like chocolate, food, all kinds of food, all cuisines, I would say. So that would be my first thing that I would spend on, blindly, I would say. Second would be music. So I am very passionate about all kinds of music. I listen to Bollywood. I have started listening to Tollywood post-marriage and Bengali songs. So I think now the era of CDs have gone, but I still remember when I used to go, Saturday, Sundays, I would spend on going and buying those CDs and, having a collection of them. So that is music, and last but not the least, I would be spending my money on travel. I have gone to various places. I've covered almost covered India, gone to US once, but yes, my dream location is still Mauritius, so I would like to go there once. So yeah, just pinning it down, food, music and travel is what I will spend. Thank you.
Thank you. Deepak, would you come, and I would like Toastmaster Balaji both to be on the stage.
Ruth,
Yeah.
same time.
Yes. So it's more of a what's the inner thought that is coming. So you guys have to just take some time and you have to just negotiate. Okay. If your wallet could talk, what would it say about your spending habits?
So it's the same topic for both.
Yes.
So I'll talk first and then.
Before that, who is paying for it, right?
No, no. Once one person speaks this with the same thought, what you are able to correlate, and then you have to just back and forth for 2 times.
So what wallet is take, right? Wallet.
If your wallet could talk,
Yeah.
what would it say about your spending habits?
So my wallet will start asking me with please put some money inside me. Don't spend it directly from their bank account using GPay or UPI. So if at all you spend it from me, you will understand where you are spending it rather than spending it directly from the bank account. So that would what my wallet is saying.
My wallet will be happy at the end when the amount is draining. So when it is first week of the thing, then it will say 10, 10, 10 will be down. So something like that. But as most of the EMI goes around, I don't know state level, but around more than 1 to 2 lakh in that is the next to what of the balance that has to be made in next 2 years. So that is what the wallet will be done first 10 years.
And my wallet is also taking to 86 way because I am having own credit cards and ATM cards. So maybe I should get a card holder for the separately because my wallet is still playing. So I'll try to reduce its credit.
My wallet will be like it's a placeholder for scrapping from my saving account to some other vehicles. Like yes.
Any more thoughts?
Thank you.
Thank you. When they were talking about their wallets, I remember that nowadays we have lost the habit of using the cash, right? So I hardly think that in my wallet there is anything. It's just that I think 20 rupees. So I think I should also put some money so that it feels good. Anyone would like to take the last topic? Prabhu? I'm a kid kind of. Would you rather earn a lot and spend a lot, or earn a little and save a lot? And why?
To be honest, both have pros and cons. If I were to earn a lot, and use it up a lot, at least I will be able to enjoy it. I'm enjoying my life at that period of time. And maybe it would be okay if you do it later in life, but may not be okay if you do it early in life. And coincidentally, I think you earn a lot later down your career compared to earlier. Exchange. It's better to, at the same time, it's better if you earn less and save also as much as possible, because honestly that gives you, at least that conditions your mind to like go in a frugality mode and be prudential with whatever resources you have, and which eventually hopefully would not lead to a situation where you are earning more and then burning through the money as fast as the way you are earning. Yeah, and to be honest again,
saving more in initial few days also helps things, as Toastmaster Balaji pointed out, things compound. You like to invest it wisely. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
I thought everyone enjoyed how we will be spending, earning, and then enjoying or doing the things, just because money is just an aspect. It's not something that we have to go behind it. It's just that what we want in life, and whether that money which we are earning, we are able to enjoy with it or not. That's the ultimate purpose of our life. It's not that everything revolves around money, but money is required for everything to be done in this life at least. And I enjoyed it, and I would like to hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Balaji.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chanda. Interesting topics for us to think about and talk on instantly. Now coming back to our personal finance discussion, I would like to hear from someone, other than whatever regular things we talked about, mutual funds, CPFs, gold, real estate. Is anyone familiar with any other kind of investment vehicle that I would like to?
Cheat funds.
Cheat funds. Have you tried?
Yeah. I have tried one previously. Now I started again. So it is profitable for us because usually they do options every month for the people who want to withdraw the money. So initially we will go for less amount. So for example, it is a 5 lakh check and 50 people are in that group. It will take 15 months for everyone to take withdraw at once. So if at all a person pays in the first month, the lowest who is taking, they will be willing to come. So it will be split into 50%, and that will be the thing they will be paying the next month or the same month. So probably if you don't take fund for 15 months, you will be paying around approximately 4,15,000 or something, but your returns will be fixed. So that is kind of saving. But if at all you have any emergency, in between you can ask them and.
Is it privately run funds?
Yes. So there are some bad companies and big companies, some people will see. But I am like grandparents are also sitting in the from ages. So I started doing that as well.
Okay. Thank you, Bala, for sharing. Any other?
I think cryptocurrency may be a good way of investment. Because it works on a decentralized system. Everyone says, okay, this is a system where government will not play a major role. So it's not possible the government want to lose the control over the money, because that's how the government, runs the country. But I think before the government, we have the era where kings, used to rule over the country, and that time also people said kings will not lose their control over the country, because there we have a system that one family owns the whole country or state or village. But eventually, because people of the country got educated and they know the importance of the power should be not centralized in one point or one family. We should have power in every hand. So we will have more wise decisions for the whole country. So that's how government will evolve in the sense of money also, and I guess that cryptocurrency has a good future, because decentralization is a very good way of managing the whole world in sense of money, because the US will not only have the power to manage the dollar.
Wow, interesting. Thank you. And do you invest in cryptocurrency?
Yeah, very less. It is risky, but yeah, I see.
Great. Yeah, thanks.
I would like to add a point to this because we need to check on which cryptocurrency we are doing. For example, my mom wanted to invest in some cryptocurrency at a housing company in Chennai, and she started investing like 1 lakh or 2 lakh. But then the person who started the company closed with her vendor. So maybe if at all we are going behind cryptocurrency, it's better to have more knowledge about it, because it is more volatile than the stock market. And the second thing, it should be listed in the market. So without being listed, if you're buying it as a token, you have more chance of losing it.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I have been on and off following some cryptocurrencies, but I never invested myself. I hear some very contrasting opinions from some of the top leaders in the world. For example, Elon Musk is a big fan of cryptocurrencies. He's ready to sell his cars using cryptocurrency. On the other hand, the investment guru Warren Buffett and Sarjapura, they say avoid cryptocurrencies like a plague. That is the view they have. So, yeah, I think we have to try small and see how it goes. That's my opinion. All right, now going back, in the interest of time, let me try to wrap up. Yeah, I think one of the things that I generally hear from some of the gurus, right, talking about finances is try to diversify your portfolio, right? Don't invest all your money in real estate or all your money in stocks. Try to invest in different kind of instruments. That's one. And then reduce your high interest debts, right? If you are paying, for example, home loan, right, it's 8%, 9%. I think those are good debts. You get so that you can use your money somewhere else. But on the other hand, if you are spending a lot of money on using your credit card, they charge a huge amount of interest. So I think we should try and avoid. These are some simple, most of you would know, but I'm just trying to recollect. And then there are very good books about personal finance. I'm sure I think some of you would have read. Can somebody tell me some famous books in this area? Yeah. Others?
Psychology of money.
Sorry?
The psychology.
Psychology of money. Have you heard, I will teach you to be rich? Yes. By Raman Sethi. Yeah, that's also. So, it's not about you should not spend any money, you should avoid all parties, you should become like a very stingy miser person. It's not about that. It's about planning, how much money you want to save for certain goal, right? So if you follow some discipline and stick to it, you can still enjoy other things, right? You can enjoy your movies, parties, everything. Your passions, some people like buying some fancy cars, bikes and so on, right? You can enjoy all that. But being planning, having some plan and having the discipline to follow that plan is the key to success in personal finance. With that, I would like to now welcome Bala Ganesh again, Bala Ganesh, to come and share his evaluation.
So before I start with my evaluation, I would like to call upon the speech evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Balaji.
So, congratulations to my target speaker. So, what I see that his speech was properly formulated, and the purpose which it was there, it was delivered. So, it was having that audience message, what the audience should take from the clock is ticking. So, and I would suggest that you can start your speech, right? One either with asking open-ended questions to the audience, or start with a quote. Just because your speech title was the clock is ticking. So something in the starting so there to grab the attention of the audience. And the best thing which I liked is you were sharing the details, like the serial Balika Vadhu and the timing when your parents used to come to home and when your grandmom used to go to the temple, and then she used to forget, and then she used to think, oh, so that running part you could have also acted instead of just using the stage from here. And when you told that when you were in college, means before college when you used to spend a lot of time, you could have used the stage according to that. When you were in college, means before college, during college, and then when you came to Bangalore. So that thing you can improve in your next speech. And the thing that is when I was when I was listening to your speech, I was thinking, where is the point where the clock is ticking? So when you were sitting in your grandmom's room, and then you notice there is a clock that is ticking. So the way you connected that and the things that were lying in the room, that part was very connected to the theme and the topic, your title. So the only thing which I would like to is a little bit of voice modulation. I think that will be covered in your next speech. So stage usage and your speech had a very clear purpose and the clarity. Eye contact with the audience was good. And if in the next time, what you can do, instead of using your phone, you can have a cheat note. Just because I think I'm not sure whether you had the entire script or you had just pointer. Just because sometimes if we look too much into our script, right, so we get lost into it. So only thing that I would like to advise, and the audience message which you conveyed to the audience, that was good. Just because every time when we deliver our speech, it's just that what is there for us, that everyone wants to look into it. So I would like to congratulate and looking forward to see more speeches from you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sundar. Now, I'll go with my tag team's report. So today's timer and webinar is taken by Gabo. So I call upon to give you a timer and webinar report.
Okay, today's timer report is for formal speeches. Toastmaster took 8 minutes, and for table topic speeches, Toastmaster Balaji took 55 seconds. Toastmaster Bala along with along with guest Deepak took 1 minute 25 seconds. I myself, Toastmaster Prabhu, took 1 minute 30 seconds. Guest Deepika took 2 minutes 2 seconds. Guest Anshika took 31 seconds. Guest Raghav took 2 minutes 57 seconds. Guest Anveha took 1 minute 30 seconds. All in all, most of them were within time. Some were a bit less, some were a bit more, but it's fine. With respect to my role as a grammarian, I noted down few excellent uses of phrases or excellent phrases themselves. For example, Toastmaster Balaji spoke about compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. And some of the quotes from Toastmaster Arnav's speech, like how fleeting the time is, weight of missed calls and meetings, and make the call, send the text, it may not be a grand gesture. Now coming back to the bad part, it's that I have noticed quite few incorrect usages of phrases and grammar. For example, in olden days would instead have been in days of old. Or what kind of discipline she used instead could have been how she disciplined us. Then you can get rent could have been you can rent. Or will not have importance of money to won't realize the importance of money. And the usage of word of the day, Toastmaster Balaji used it in his opening part of the speech, and Toastmaster Prabhu, myself, used during teletopics. And that's all from my end. Back to you, Toastmaster Balaji.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prabhu. Now I like to call upon our Atmananda Toastmaster.
So, Toastmaster Bala used long pauses twice, so multiple times, 2 times. Toastmaster Arnav in his prepared speech, he has used so 2 times, 3 times, 2 times, and multiple times. And guest one during prepared speech segment, so used 5+ times. Deepak used 4 times. Guest 2 has used 4 times. 2 times. Sorry, the previous one was Deepika. You have used 4 times. Deepak has used so 2 times. Toastmaster Bala has used so 2 times. And Yeah, that's my report.
Thank you for the tag team for the report. And now I would like to start with my general evaluation. So let's start with pre-business stuff. So the roles were taken in advance, yes. But by seeing the roster, I saw that most of the roles were filled by Prabhu and Chanda. I know that feeling that sometimes we won't get role takers, but still, I guess you should not take too much stress and try to get role takers from other clubs so that it's not a overburden to you. Next, where the introduction shared with the team of the general evaluator, video and essay, yes, they were shared and they were used in this meeting. Was the meeting poster appropriate and available? Yes, the meeting poster and agenda were shared prior to the meeting with the location where we are meeting, since it's not a meeting. I guess the club is promoting in various handles like Instagram and Facebook, and I can see that poster there because I'm not following it, so I'll check it next time. Coming to the meeting, we started almost 8 minutes late, so 10 minutes late. Even I was late, so maybe we'll try to start by on time next time. We were having some networking session where I was talking with Indian audience, and I guess we should also work more on the networking part before the meeting starts so that we can get to know each other and it doesn't feel like a formal meeting. The essay started with the meeting with the TA protocol, like with the properly saying about the ground rules and the classification. So, and also I would like to congratulate him because he started with a small story of comparing two people, Aryo and Arjun, and it didn't feel like a formal meeting. So basically, we are here to network that feeling again. I guess he can have a bit more energy. I understand you are taking through so many works and you are managing the meeting, but still, the SA is the person who gives more energy to the starting of the meeting, and the energy flows with the presiding officer, TMOD, and so on. So maybe that part you can work on. Presiding officer started with asking everyone did they have their breakfast, and it was really personal connect, which may feel them what is it. It's not a formal meeting. So to make them accommodate, that was a really good start. And she also gave the Toastmasters introduction, what is Toastmaster and all. And the basic intro was also good. And yeah, TMOD intro was also there. So coming to TMOD, it was very interactive. We had more questions to ask in the starting, and we were involved in the topic and the way he was sharing details. And also the way he asked about what kind of investments you are having in the last section. So even that was very interactive, and we had a proper discussion, each kind of a proper discussion to come up with things. And also I would suggest him to use the PA convention to introduce the speakers. So usually we introduce speakers as name, topic, and name. So maybe you can follow that next time. Coming to my tag team, all the three roles had a good introduction. Timer, I would like to give you an update. Like you told that 30 seconds of buffer time will be given only for the table topic. It is given for all the speeches on the stage. So prepare speech, table topic, and evaluation. So you can say the time limits for those sections, and at the end you can say all the speakers are given a 30 seconds of buffer time. And the second thing is I saw that you are showing the card for 2-3 seconds and dropping it. Maybe you can keep it more longer. Usually they will show it for till the next card is shown. But still, if your hands are pending, you can show it at least for 10 seconds so that the speaker notices it. And our counter, she had everything perfectly done. And the Armenian also, the word of the day was very apt with the topic theme for today, and they did a great job noting down everything. And coming to our speaker, Kudos had a good speech, and she already evaluated as evaluated. The one point I would like to give the evaluator is that since it is an L1P2, body language part need not to be more specifically told because by the next speech there will be body language involved and voice modulation. So they will be improving it. So maybe for this particular level and project, You don't have to specify only that one they have to do. And apart from that, our table topic master had a good intro. She gave out topics based on the speaker's interest, that is kudos, because usually we'll give options like maybe we'll have a pick wheel or we'll be having sheets to choose it, or in online we'll be using Excel sheets with academic and all. So this was really, it made the speaker, what was it? Okay and easy with the topic, how or the section which they are choosing. So that is a really great thing. And same thing for her. She also should use the DA convention of saying the table topic, name, speaker name, table topic, speaker name. So that would have been great, so that they will get to understand the topic more if they are going to work over the times. A good summarization after every speaker, and the conversation kind of table topic was also good. So overall, we have to work on the timings, and for the role takers, we have to use the TA convention to call the role takers on. And I guess we are good, and we are having more time to complete our meeting. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you. So finally, to conclude our session, right, one of the most important things about your personal finances is starting early. That's where your compounding comes into picture, and that's how Einstein came up with that quote. So I see a lot of young folks here. I think you can learn from others' mistakes. You can try to build upon others' what you say, like corrections. So yeah, start early, start small, start early. I think in a few years you'll be a crorepati. Thank you, and over to presiding officer.
So I hope everyone enjoyed the meeting.
Yes.
A little smile, just because it's not your office meeting where you have to be very strict and then you have to ensure that even if you don't like it, it's fine. You guys can give us feedback so that we can improve on it. Just like we usually used to have club members only in the meeting, so we never used to get the feedback. We used to follow the convention of TI when we were introducing the speaker. But now, somewhere I noticed that once you were here, just because you are from outside club, we understood that what all we were missing in the meeting. So it's just that every time, whenever we conduct a meeting, few things we will make mistake, few things, just because that's the only place where we can get the feedback and improve on ourselves. So I would like to end officially the meeting number 443. And any feedback would you like to give? Positive, I am aware, but negative or anything that there is room for improvement? Members, guests?
So I would like to share a topic as I told in my general evaluation. Kudos to your club because you are having an offline session, and it is really impactful when we are having an offline session, so that the real stage experience we get. Mostly, I'm from a corporate club, and we mostly meet in teams, not even hybrid. So it feels like we are just talking to a screen. So the real essence of Toastmaster comes here. Kudos to your club, and kudos to you, Chandana, for organizing the meeting. Even though you are not having note takers, you are taking 4 roles today, and I understand that feeling. There are sometimes where we don't get members at all. Even our club members will not be able to make it to the meeting, and we'll be having only 4 to 5 members in the meeting. But still, taking multiple roles and running the show is a pretty hard one, I understand. So kudos to you and both for taking multiple roles, and I wish we can see more members here so that we can get even more good experience about having a great audience. Thank you.
Any feedback?
Yeah, just one question, not feedback. Can guests take any roles? Mostly only members are not.
If you are a member from some other club, then you can take it here.
Okay.
But if you are just a guest, then no.
No. Well, I was a member of tournament process. That extra it's yearly information.
Yeah, if you are an active member in any club, then you can take up roles in any other club. But you have to be member, otherwise. Anything else? Okay, now then I will officially close the meeting and the forum is open for networking. If you want any help regarding that, whether you want to become a member or anything, or you want to just try come as a guest and then experience, that's also okay. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.